said, "The poem, so beautiful, beautiful, so beautiful." The people need to see what I see. They need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar Sun, our starship planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to loving, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have a dimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, learn, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunderous blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Calvary. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen.
By my intercession, until you can join me in complete risenness. We are risen. We all are risen by my intercession.
Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायाग प्रमाराध्या महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महादावेश महिषी महात्रिपुर सुंदरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टि कोटि योगिनी गणसेविता
Way out home, way out there, all we have
Some celestial event. No. Once. I should have said. Oh.
I am bringing all the poetesses, the poets, the healers, the musicians, the co-secretary generals, co-seviras, equinox true cues.
The people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
To see what the new millennial golden rule can bring this earth and all planets, past, present, and future. This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law.
Okay. fruit juice, maybe made sunflower, or killer pea and blackwood. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, the poet. And I am also a French, English, and German. Maxine, we are all related. We embrace the new millennium goals rule as the law of all the natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Children of planet Earth, female and male. Children of planet Earth, female and male. We are at an awesome juncture. You are plummeting downward. You are devolving because you are refusing to come into the light. You must come to these broadcasts, my family, my sister casinas, and my young sister casinas and young cousin brothers. You must come. You must co-broadcast with me. I am working to make it easier and easier for you because I know you have to overcome programming that tells you that you do not have the power to start the world anew. It is telling you that someone other than you has the power, but you and I together and we do not have the power. That is a lie. We have the power. We have the power. We have the power. We have the power. We have the new millennial golden rule to share. We have this phrase to say, parity, now, and retroactively in the way we understand our past. Parity present and parity future. for a future and present and regained past that is paradisal. Via the opening of the stargates and the resurrection of the lost human family, those who became missing due to patriarchy, but whose spirits are with us in the Akashic record of the universe. We must choose paradisal parity and walk away from participation in patriarchal planetocide of the plutonic stage that we are at. The women must stop the Electra complex dance, especially in North America and in Russia and in China. The power does not come through a paterfamilias. It comes through divine democracy, with the female repaired, the divine feminine for a brief time ascendant, with youth, female and male, of all hues and heritages. And then the door opened again to our older men as partners in the greatest family reunion that can be possibly imagined. Not only that occurs over the internet, but that occurs throughout the universe. Dare you walk away from this opportunity? What crushing minusculeness are you giving yourself when you have the entire vista of the universe opening to you? This is not about the United States or India or Israel or Canada or Egypt or South Africa or New Zealand or Norway or Finland or Spain or Argentina or Costa Rica or Antarctica or anywhere on Earth alone. It is about all of us together, and not as nations, but as goddess and godlike nativities, reborn as Atlantis risen. An egalitarian civilization planet-wide and planets-wide, according to the new millennial golden rule. The new millennial golden rule is deceptively simple. Oh, I don't say deceptively. It's quite simple. It is based in the local, global, universal neighborhood. The people near you that you know. You have to get to know them again. I have to get to know my neighbors better. I know my neighbors better than most people in my neighborhood. But you have to, and we all have to, get to know our neighbors and recognize them as family, because in fact they are. Genetically and genealogically, they are our family. And we also have to recognize as neighbors all of our extended family that we can chart and find over the internet so easily now. All of our extended family rediscovered. Horizontally, our current generations of contemporaries, of middle-aged and older-aged people and young people and children. We have to realize that this miracle of the internet allows us to reacquaint one another with ourselves and with our gifts of our interrelated constellations that are indeed important and set up to be important by the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. Your family is important, but it doesn't stop at the four walls of your house or your apartment. Your family are all women as your Shekinahs, and all youth, female and male, as your next generations of Shekinahs and Hekinahs, and all older men as your Hekinahs, learning a new way that is not dominance, but is mutuality and sharing and circlehood. This is an exponential quantum leap for creativity. Creativity is the power of the universe. The universe is a creator and a sustainer. Only stupid people are destroyers. And the universe only destroys when the people are so stupid that it has to. Now, are we that stupid? We might be. I might be. You might be. I hope not. I hope not, because I love you, and Mother, Father, Goddess, God loves you with great, great love and intensity and compassion. And don't blow it. Come to these broadcasts. Now, I have a conference line. It's open right now. It's long distance number 011, country code 1-641-715-3580, access code 773342. We have this conference line. We have had some co-hostessing of these broadcasts. We want to establish more. I am slow in doing this because I have to do the broadcasting. Why? Because the universe is listening. And it takes me time to do the broadcasting and the calling of people who ought to be here and are not. It takes me time. And that time is working against you. And it's working against me in the effectiveness of my ability to save you. But I'm not giving up. And I know that Goddess God does, to some extent, expand time based on intentionality of love. That if the intention is loving and courageous, both, and caring about the entirety of the human family and all love and life on this and all planets, that Goddess God will allow us to reset the calendar, literally. Reset the date, turn back time as needed to recoup what we have missed and start anew. Now, we should have started anew by my birthday, which was September 25th. We should have started anew again by my conception day on December 25th. We should have started again today anew, which is my sister's conception day. We have not yet begun, and that, as a result, is an endangerment to her and to all of you. I am trying to make it easy for her and you and all of you to participate. But if I am slow in doing so, you are harming yourself by waiting for me. You can participate right now. I don't mean my givingness to be a reason for you to delay. I mean it as a way to make it easier, but maybe I've been making it too easy for you. And you need to face your responsibility clearly and simply. I've got to do this. I have to take these steps. Now, go to our website at 5050now.wordpress.com. and read the New Millennial Golden Rule, and read the section called We All Have a Dream to Make Reality Now under the sermons, and read the section on Eleusinian Koseveral Mysteries and understand the ceremonies we do during the day, and read the section under grassroots courts, congresses, courts, and assemblies about all of the people representing all of the continents and all the human family, the women and all the youth age 37 and younger, including my most beloved family. I pray. I pray intercessorily, and I beg Goddess God to not make my slowness the reason for these people to be harmed of their own embeddedness in patriarchy instead of parity. And also read the section on infinite wealth, and look that as soon as you go solar, read the section on the solar Marshall Plan and the solar kitties. That's very similar to the 11 steps that's right under the New Millennial Golden Rule. Read those sections of the website and read the opening page, the days the earth stood still. I am extending the days for the earth to stand still. Although you are plummeting, you are moving forward on the wrong paradigm. Turn off the television. You don't need these selections. You have a global planet. You are one family capable of local, global, universal neighborhood decision making. You do not need federal governments. You do not need the structures that you have that you think you need. And what you do need is everywhere balance of gender and intersectional justice in the decision making. So the components of the New Millennial Golden Rule are the Panchayat Raj, the village rule made global for every neighborhood on earth. It is gender parity in decision making. It requires that minorities are fully represented in their jurisdictions where they are, and therefore they have to not be excluded anywhere. They have to be included, and where you don't have any minorities, I suggest you import a few as advisors, because to be only in a majority is to not understand the human family. And the second component is the genuine progress indicator. It is possible for us with our computers and our modern technologies now of accounting what is going on in various levels of our society to compose a wealth index, a well-being index that shows the real wealth of any region or area that you particularly are concerned with at a given moment. So you can calculate, and it is being calculated, as in this where I live in Maryland, and that is not a coincidence, Mara-I-am land. The wealth is calculated as an ongoing stochastic calculation of the well-being of the citizenry and of the environment. It includes balance of love and work. It includes renewable energy. And of course, I include, by virtue of its inclusion in the New Millennial Golden Rule, balance of gender and decision making. And the third component is the circle process, which is the one I am having most difficulty with, because the people in this society are trained to avoid each other. They don't want to discuss anything important with each other. They want to sit in front of a television and be told what to do by a few thump, thump, thump ape guys. And maybe an occasional token woman who is dictated to by the thump, thump, thump ape guys. You cannot get off the planet that way. You will die in your own waste, war, and worry. That is what you will do, and I don't want that for you. How can I help you? I don't know how to help you. You're not listening to a word I say. You expected a male messiah, and you got a female one first. Now, it should have been all of us together. The reason I'm standing alone, as in my Native American name, standing, shining, standing, circling dove, is because I flubbed up the first 50 years of my life. I didn't know who I was. I was a conventional person. I was a very good person, a very nice person, and a very smart person. But I made lots of boo-boo errors, and mostly I tried to get married. I tried to have a marriage. I focused on my individual course instead of my family's clan and my world's interfamiliarity. I didn't know enough to focus at the right level. So you're delayed by my delay. You can blame me, but don't blame me so hard that you don't heed me now, because there's a quick fix out of the mess we're in, and it is sharing the new millennial golden rule over these broadcasts and then in circles in your local, global, and universal neighborhoods, understanding that you should also invite gatherings of extended family who can gather and find one another over the internet in balance, reparative to the females, starting with the women and with youth, female and male, age 37 and younger. And then during that time, the older men have a task to face that there is a difference between parity and patriarchy, and they have been doing patriarchy, and it is killing everyone. To face that and discuss that with each other for 9 months, and then they can come back in as full partners in the 50-50 co-federation of Earth and planets, local, global, and universal neighborhoods, governments all over this planet. And as we immediately will benefit from this, the terraformed and discovered additional planets that will also be part of this co-federation. We will find on the additional planets that we can open the stargates and find there the incarnated souls of our ancestries. And it will start with the contact of females, just as in the film Contact. It won't be a girl with her father, though. It will be a girl with her mother. It will be many women with their mothers of great-grandmotherhood that passed. And then it will also be young people, female and male, anyone who passed early, and all of the genocided people. They will come through, but not as harmed victims, but as shining, risen, saved souls, resurrected by the new millennial golden rule. Because it is entirely simple what humanity is doing wrong. It's practicing patriarchy instead of parity. It is that simple. You'd be amazed how simple this is. It is amazingly simple. But the habits that prevent you from seeing this are so entrenched that you have trouble seeing it. And the women do not want to face it either. You would think that women would jump at the chance for equality and 50-50. But I see at least a full third of women who are frightened of it. And they detract and disdain the women who are ready for it and the men who are ready for it, and thrust in front of them the old patriarchal two-step. And it is a doomsday two-step. So I've been speaking this again and again and again. I don't know if you're listening, and I don't know what you're going to do with what I do with my outreach for you, because it is inadequate. It should have occurred 35 years ago. You are in a very fallen state, and I don't know if you can pick up on anything I'm saying. That's up to Goddess God. No. My strategies are imperfect, and my speed is too slow. I'm the first one to know that, and I'm crying over it. But I'm not giving up, and I hope that Goddess God will afford me success because of that, and therefore give that success to you. Because you are worthwhile, even in your fallen state. And if your conception day has come and you have not fulfilled your conception, then we will extend your conception day to every day until you do. And on the day that you do, we will say, this date is actually the date of her conception day. It came late because she was a kind of a a late baby to come out of the womb. She was slow, but she came. So whenever you come out, then we'll have the conception day. But while you are waiting to come out to these broadcasts. Your world is getting very dark, and it may not survive. And that will be your doing for your failure to come, and your failure to connect, and your failure to try, and your failure to recognize what the gift is being given to you. And I speak this in a very personal way to a number of my Shekinah, especially my own sister, but others too, who are sister Kazinas. You are making a terrible mistake by not coming here. I keep trying to give you what you need to make it easier, because I see you need something. You need something to, like a lure. You need an enticement. You need an appetizer. You need someone to lead you. You need additional people that you respect even more than yourselves, that you respect as leaders. They'll do it, so then maybe you'll come out. You're hiding. I'm trying to give that to you, but you really shouldn't need it, and you're waiting for it is endangering you, your children, and your world. I know this, and I am praying to Mother, Father, Goddess, God, that just by my doing this and standing up and saying this truth, that it will have some damper on the horror that it could emerge quickly to you personally and to other people and to all of your world if you continue these delays. But I am working at a delayed pace, and I have to, because I am tired and I need rest. I know that is true of the previous Messiah groups that came about too. It was true of Mariam of Lambert and Tom Lambert Payne. It was true of Mariam of Magdala and Jesus of Nazareth and their kin. It was true even of the Atlantis people themselves, under enormous pressures. They got tired, and they may not have succeeded utterly. But I believe that God is very benign. And if we are trying and doing something that's close to the ballpark of what we need to be doing, that God will extend the time, and I will literally, when you do come, we will go back to this date. We'll say, you know what? This is going to be for this moment, March 1st. When you come, we will say, this is March 1st, because March 1st is your conception day. And we will honor that. But you are dishonoring yourself, and God may put you in some sort of, God may put you in some kind of stasis, or your children in some kind of stasis, until you awaken enough to come. I wasn't strong enough even yet in what I have said to my family. It's difficult because, you see, we in patriarchy are primed to discount a woman, and if she becomes very emphatic, we say, oh, she's crazy. If a man does that, we say, he's a great leader. But if a woman does it, we say, oh, she's crazy. Because it's been a long time since we've been used to clan mothers who are quite capable of being emphatic. But we haven't seen them in a long time. So we have lost that goddesshood aspect of women that can command and can say, listen up, honeys. This is your great mother talking to you through me. This is the great mother of the universe talking to you through one of her big representatives. Okay, so we hope you will understand this, and you will visit the website, and you will start calling in on the conference line. It could be that some woman who calls in cold from the internet, not really cold, but warm, in fact, but someone who calls in who is a complete quote unquote stranger, but in fact is a relation of mine that I will welcome, begins the process. It could be someone I've been seeing a lot of people from Brazil watching these broadcasts. I've been seeing people from every continent, in fact. They are coming from every continent to watch these broadcasts. There are many men who have been watching these broadcasts, and I do not think they disagree with them. I think they agree with them, most of them who are watching. The men themselves sense, as Desmond Tutu said, that it is time for men to say we've made a mess of things and we need the women to have a revolution and take over for a while. We do need that. We need the women and youth's re-evolution. It doesn't have to be violent at all. It can be very, very simple. Just coming to these broadcasts and sharing the new millennial golden rule. The light, the heart light. And that will allow everyone to quickly go solar. We will not be fighting over resources. We will not be fighting over food. We'll have time to do permaculture and organic growth. We won't be mangling nature. We'll be appreciating nature. And we will suddenly find ourselves with open stargates. They will appear. They will appear because the synergy of the proper social science, the choice of parity instead of patriarchy, will have a ripple effect into the laboratories of physicists and the thinking of physicists and astronomers and everyday people who have these capacities also. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, there will be a miraculous development and there will be a Stargate opening. And I believe our own mother and grandmothers will come through, great and grandmothers. Our own great and grandmothers will come through. First go first, and they will meet with our young women, our women and our men, our women, our Shekinahs, including me and my sister and all our sister Kazinas, all of these great and grandmothers of our family, whose names I only somewhat symbolically give because I don't know them all, because I haven't been able to achieve the cooperation in my family that I want. But I know that they are listening, and they know I'm close. I'm knocking on the door, on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door, and heaven knows it. So maybe heaven will extend the time for heavens on earth. That is my prayer for you. I am acting as your intercessor. I am asking also for your forgiveness for my delays and my errors. The job of Messiah is not an easy one. It is very, very hard and very, very frightening. I don't want my children to suffer. And maybe that is my problem. I can't sometimes be as stern as I perhaps need to be with some of the children on our planet. But it isn't the way of a mother to be that stern. It is the way of a mother to guide with light and to make the path clearer and to guide with her behavior what she rewards. And I am trying to do a better job of that. So please come and enjoy the website as your Savior gives it to you as a gift. Your first, co-first, but not last or only cosmic Christ. Cosmic, C-O-U-S-Z-M-I-C. Why C-O-U? Because we are cousines and cousins. And our co must become universal in its breadth and depth. And why S-Z? Because it emphasizes the S of sisterhood and the fact that we are a Z generation. We are either the last generation to live on this planet and causing it to become a dead planet, or we are the Z of Zeta, the ultimate choice for the best way, the fulfillment of all of the other letters of the alphabet, and coming to count all of them. Count all of them to the zillionth percentage and degree. So enjoy the website. I'll give you the screen share and we'll broadcast again in a little while too. Thinking last time. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's not going to work. And my sisters. Because I'm not rewarding her in what she structured as her own reward. And I can't anymore. It is a fraud. And she has twisted our family and she twisted herself.